If the apparent exclusion of most independent media shows the incoming Marcos administration's policy with the press, why were most of reporters excluded, save for Net 25, SMNI, and GMA7? It is not the policy of the incoming Marcos administration to exclude you, our dear friends, from the media. You have been covering us for a long time, and part of our success are attributable to the way you have fairly covered us even before the start of the campaign period. At ang tanging kadahilanan lamang kung bakit nagpaunlak si President-elect Bongbong Marcos ng panayam kaninang umaga sa Net 25, SMNI at GMA7 sapagkat ito yung commitment na ibinigay ng aming media team nung kampanya dito sa tatlong network na agad nang nagpasabi na kung sakasakali hong mananalo si then candidate Bongbong Marcos, maaari ho ba kaming mapagbigyan ng one-on-one interview? And if you may have noticed, we did not do it ng one-on-one. We want to be fair at pinagsabay-sabay na natin yung tatlong networks na nagpahayag noon pa man ng kanilang interes na magkaroon ng one-on-one na interview kung sakasakaling papalarin at mananalo si then candidate and now President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. It doesn't mean we intend or have intended to exclude anyone. No. In fact, I'd like to thank all of you for having covered us. And incidentally, this will be my last briefing as the spokesperson of President-elect Bongbong Marcos. As you have known by now, I am now the Executive Secretary-Designate of President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you, our dear friends from the media. Thank you for all the tough and not so tough questions. And I beg your understanding and probably extend my apologies to some whom may have not appreciated the way we have responded in the past. But again, moving forward, maraming salamat at tayo'y nagkakikilala at for the time that you have covered us. And at this juncture, I would like to officially and formally introduce to you our Press Secretary-Designate, Atty. Trixie Cruz-Angeles, whom you will be dealing with for all the briefings that we may have starting today and in the future. So maraming salamat at magkikita-kita pa naman tayo, and I hope you'll extend the same support that you have extended to me, to our Press Secretary-Designate, Atty. Trixie Cruz-Angeles. Thank you very much at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Magandang hapon. Ako po si Trixie Cruz-Angeles, Press Secretary-Designate. Hindi po ako spokesman. Ako po ay Press Secretary. Ang trabaho ko ay magbigay ng media briefings. Kung mayroong kailangan i-clarify dun sa mga statements ng ating Pangulo or President-elect, then maaari po akong tanungin tungkol doon. So it's merely clarificatory, hindi po ako ang tagapagsalita niya. So mayroon po ba kayong tanong tungkol sa ano? Yes, ma'am.
Hello po, good afternoon. I'm Lian from Rappler.
Yes, Miss Lian.
I'm sure you know by now
Yes.
yung mga old tweets niyo po na very certain about
Yes, of course.
criticism of the Marcoses. Ano po ba? Nagbago po ba ang isip niya? Have you talked to it about the president?
Actually, we've talked about it. As you know, I'm a blogger, and we have talked about it extensively on the blog. As you know, we have conducted, in fact, several lives about it. And I've told my story about how and when I changed my mind about it. So, that's it. It's pretty much it. I'm sure you can see them.
You changed your mind.
Yes, of course. Aren't people entitled to change their minds? I think we are, di ba? I think that evolution is a natural thing, even among our consciousness. But really, yes, ma'am.
Ano po, kung remain online. Kumipanood po yung interview ni CBBM earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Sabi po niya yung kalimutan na lang yung nakaraan when it comes to corruption. Gusto lang po namin ma-clarify kung ma-expound kung paano po kalimutan yung past. Ibig sabihin po ba sa mga pending cases sa DOC, sa BIR?
No, ma'am. No. Pending cases will continue, of course, because they're pending cases. I think the approach, as he had expounded in previous interviews, is simply to not to concentrate too much on fault finding, but rather or on the sins of the past, because in his words, and I quote, ako na ang namamahala ngayon. Kung dati, hindi ako, ang nananagot yung iba. So, that's the extent of what he says. I cannot expound more on that. We will probably require a more clear or precise policy on this one, since he was just freely speaking his mind at his interview this morning. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Miss Marlene. Mabuti po.
Kailan po niyo nalaman at ano po ba ang laman kayo po yung message? Galing po sa kapatid?
A week ago, when it was formally issued, I was formally invited, and I accepted the day before. Anong pakiramdam? Yes, ma'am.
Nestor from the Equator.
Yes po.
Will President Marcos use the Bahay Pangarap for pagbabago yung Malacanang as official resident?
We have no policy on that yet. I think we'll have to wait and see. There will be transition teams, so we're going to have to see what you will feel like doing. Yes,
Any
ma'am.
information, ma'am, on the inaugural?
Wala pa po. Wala pa po tayo. A lot of decisions still have to be made. So, wala. Kahit kami, wala pa pong balita doon. Yes, ma'am.
From Kat Domingo from ABS-CBN News. The Singaporean leader has extended an invitation for the incoming president for a state visit. Has the United States issued a same invitation, and how will that play out, considering that he has a contempt order there?
We have no information yet on any invitations by the United States. So far, they have been congratulatory messages.
Baka as a lawyer,
Okay na? Okay. Sige, I apologize, Miss Lian, no, because I don't really have enough information yet on the other matters that need to be clarified. I could answer only the questions pertaining to this morning's interview of the President and my coming in. So, maraming salamat po. We'll be having 2 briefings every week henceforth, and possibly an additional one if there are pressing matters that need to be discussed with the media. So allow me first to allow me first to get settled into the job, because I only was here. I only started yesterday, and today was my first formal undertaking. So be gentle, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you. We'll be giving press advisories on when we have press briefings. Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, may set date lang. Wala kang set na date.
Wala.